What would happen if the Hulk fought MAHORAGA? I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about it. I have literally been getting bombarded with emails and DMs requesting this fight, so here you guys go. But before I get into it, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell up top so you get notified of the latest and greatest videos. Now, for those of you guys who don't watch anime, MAHORAGA is basically a Shinigami from JJK. He is an insanely strong, massive berserker-type Shinigami that can get summoned by a sorcerer once they collect 10 Shinigamis. He can overwhelm his opponents with his brute-like strength and shred them to ribbons with the sword that he holds in his right arm. This sword is imbued with a special curse energy that can wipe out curses in an instant. But by far his best ability is his ability of adaptation. Think of him like an anime version of Doomsday. Whenever the massive wheel on his back makes a turn, it represents him adapting to his opponent's attacks and techniques. This guy also has an insane healing factor because he's pretty much virtually immortal. He can regrow limbs and heal in an instant, and even when he's badly damaged, he just goes back to the Shinigami world. And you would think with all these abilities that people would summon MAHORAGA more often, but they don't because no sorcerer has been successfully able to control him. So their best bet is just to summon him, aim him, and hope that he can defeat their opponent before their cursed energy runs out. But with all the tools this monster has at its disposal, it really isn't a problem in most instances. Now, when it comes to the Incredible Hulk, he really should need no introduction. But for those of you guys who don't know his powers, I'll explain them just solely for the sake of this video. The Incredible Hulk, in terms of physicality, is one of Marvel's, if not Marvel's, strongest characters. He possesses godlike superhuman strength and durability, being able to lift mountain ranges, hold together an entire planet, even being able to level entire cities with a single step once he's pushed to the brinks of his anger. And when it comes to durability, the Incredible Hulk is now confirmed to be immortal. He can regrow his limbs in a single instance, as well as pull himself together once he's been ripped apart. His anger can also push him to the point where he starts radiating gamma energy, pretty much making him a walking, talking nuclear bomb. But just because he has all these powers at his disposal does not make him unbeatable. If he comes in contact with an opponent that can overwhelm him physically before his anger can make him stronger, he can be knocked out and defeated. He can also be subdued if his opponent has the ability to siphon off types of energy. This means that they're able to drain enough of his gamma radiation off, he will revert back into Bruce Banner. Now, if these two titans clash, the only person that would lose would be the planet. Because when it comes to both of their power sets, time is on their side. With every turn on MAHORAGA's wheel, it represents him adapting to his opponent's attacks and techniques. And on the 10th turn, that means he will be completely immune to whatever his opponent is throwing at him. And when it comes to the Incredible Hulk, the longer the fight drags on, the angrier and stronger he becomes. And they also have the same set of weaknesses. Because if you manage to hit both behemoths with an attack that can overwhelm them, they will be taken out of the fight. This has been shown many times with the Incredible Hulk and also with MAHORAGA when he fought Sukuna. So this really comes down to who hits harder and who can take the most punishment. And if that is the case, I'm going to have to give this to the Incredible Hulk for a multitude of reasons. How Sukuna was able to defeat MAHORAGA was by hitting him with an arrow with enough destructive force to the point where he couldn't adapt. He was definitely able to overcome Cleave and Dismantle because that was a weaker attack. And this arrow had enough force to wipe out an entire city. But this dwarfs in comparison to the maximum potential power of the Incredible Hulk. We've seen when he gets pushed to his absolute limits what he's able to do. His punches have caused earthquakes around the world, his steps have leveled entire cities, and his anger was even pushed to the point where it's able to rip apart an entire dimension. And in terms of durability, he has him outmatched there as well. He has withstood the force of a billion exploding suns, taking hits and lightning bolts from Skyfathers like Zeus, Odin, and Thor, and he still remained in his Incredible Hulk form. MAHORAGA just doesn't have the tool sets or the durability or strength to be able to permanently put down the Incredible Hulk. So I'm gonna have to give this one to the Jade Giant, but let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Until next time, my fellow Avengers, peace.